Well, I am Angelo Ellerbee, and I'm very proud to be a part of this program. This excites me. This takes me back to the beginning of my career, where it was that you were training and educating and motivating young minds for a better tomorrow. So this is really good for me, and I hope that it will be really the same for you. I want to win. That was the beginning of my life, wanting to win. And I'm still in the race of trying to win. I'm nowhere near the apex of my success. I'm still fighting to win. I'm still in the race. And I always tell myself it's not important about winning every race. It's just important that you stay in the race. Because when you stay in the race, eventually you have to what? Win. I'm going to introduce ourselves.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Ellerbee.
Good morning.
My name is Shirley Davis. I'm grateful for this opportunity and looking forward to maximizing all that you have to offer.
Wonderful. Thank you. A pleasure meeting you as well.
Pleasure meeting you.
Good morning. My name is Sean Kirkland. I go by OnStar. I'm an entertainer, dancer, rapper, actor, model, whatever the case may be. When it's needed, I show up. And I am here, vulnerable and willing to take what it is that you have to bestow upon us. I'm truly grateful for this honor.
My pleasure.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Janaea Clark. I also go by Panthegenesis. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, and I'm grateful for this opportunity.
Wonderful. Nice meeting you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Adam Brinley. I'm a musician and I'm a basketball player and motivational speaker to my friends and teammates. I promised that I would be on time to keep my schedule good.
Blessings. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Cheryl Clark here, and I'm one of the leaders of You Guys Every Morning, and I appreciate you, and also a family therapist outside of this endeavor, and also a motivating speaker as well. So thank you so much, Ms. Ellerbee.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for bringing the youth to me this morning. I really appreciate what you and your husband do for the youth. We need that inspiration with our youth.
I appreciate it, and maybe he would be here next week. He's with another portion of the group.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
My name is Yale Clark. I'm 16. I'm a student. I'm very social, and I'm just here to grasp whatever you have from us.
Pleasure meeting you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Crystal Grimley. I'm an 8th grader. I sing, I dance, I do a lot of stuff, and I'm just here to embrace anything that you have to share with us.
Thank you for your attendance.
My name is Gregory Clark. It's a pleasure meeting you. I play sports, and I'm just outgoing.
Nice meeting you, Greg.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Jonathan Williams. I'm from Harlem, New York City, and I'm an entertainer as well as an overall creative. And I just thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here to learn something new over the course of the years. Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Jen Kirk, and I'm in love with fashion. I like creating unique things, and I just...
It's a pleasure meeting you. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Jordan Park, and I am a creator, and I am also an artist. I'm a 12th grader going to college next year, and I'm excited to be in this space here to better myself.
Wonderful. Nice meeting you as well.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Siobhan Jones. I'm a mother of a 6-year-old, and I'm an after-school teacher.
Really? I'm terribly sorry. I looked at you just like one of the youngsters who, give me some of that oil, give me some of that. God bless you.
Yes, I'm here to take whatever's to give to me.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Amelia, and I am a model and aspiring performing artist. I'm here to develop myself as an artist and all-around creative, and I'm excited to learn everything so I can improve myself.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Danielle Farrar. I'm 29. I have an 8-year-old. I'm a designer, I'm a stylist, and I'm very appreciative to you for being here and just giving us your golden nuggets.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure meeting you. You know, my observation is that this church is very, very much about the performing arts. And that's a good thing. I'm moved and I'm motivated by each and every single day when I get the opportunities of meeting young people who are about their business. When you're about your business, you're going to do your business. And at the end of the day, for me, it's not about what your friends may think about your business. It's about self-identity. It's what you think about your business. I've learned the importance of falling romantically in love with Angelo Ellerbee. When I grew up so very long ago, no one understood what it was that I was trying to do. And no one never had to understand what I was trying to do. I understood what I was trying to do and perfected it to a point. Because I'm not perfect. And if I was, you should run away from me. I'm still working at the game. It is so good to have this kind of energy where young people know about what they want to do. Now the challenge of all of that is keeping that up. People change because they're denied. They don't win, they can't win. Someone tells them that you don't have the talent. Someone says you can't sing, someone says you can't dance. But who are these someones that's telling you this? And when you love you and you work at your craft, you can perfect your craft, correct?
Correct.
When you don't work at the craft and you just think that it's so innate that you can do it, then you're a fool. Now I'm just going to be very blatant and tell you that you are cuckoo for Cocoa Pops when you think you don't need training.
Right.
We all need training. Now you may have a desire to design clothes, you may have a desire to model, you may have a desire to dance, but what's the best way to take it to the next level? You got to get training by a professional. This is not, I want you to understand the importance of being global and not just working within your community. Not just saying, Mama said I can sing, so I can sing. Mama said I'm a dancer, so I can dance. That is not. Okay, we're gonna never ever do this to me again. 11 o'clock is 11 o'clock. When Mama says that we can, and I say that we can't, I'm going to have to take some time with me to understand what my commitments are for me. No one understood what Angelo Ellerbee wanted at 15 years old. I did. I knew what I wanted, and I knew that I wanted greatness. I wanted to be great, and I wanted to be known, and I wanted to be respected. So I had to learn the craft. That meant a whole lot of man hours. That meant a whole lot of sacrifice. I am still sacrificing to this day. I don't have a relationship. I'm not married. So at the end of the day, I'm married to Angelo Ellerbee and to my career. I'm committed by any means necessary. I'm committed. When I know what I want, I gotta go get it. No one's gonna give. I go through a thing with my best friend every day. We'll get on the phone and we talk 2 and 3 hours or 2 or 3 times out of the day. And I would say to him, Byron, why do people think I can just push buttons for them? Just push a button. You know, everyone I meet, can you help me? I can teach you, I can show you, but I'm not pushing no buttons. Because when the button gets pushed, what happens when you need another button pushed? You have to learn it on your own. I'll give you a direction. From that direction, you take the direction. You got me? It's just like with this class today. I can't get inside of you and control you. I can teach you. The instructors can teach you. But we're not going to be around you 24 hours out of the day, and we're not going to be with you for the rest of your life. So we're here to aid you. Now, I'm going to really get into the class, and before we get into the class, for those who have the booklets, turn to where the poem is. I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
In all the world.
In all the world.
There is no one exactly like me.
There is no one exactly like me.
Everything that comes out of me is authentically me.
Everything that comes out of me is authentically me.
Because I alone chose it.
Because I alone chose it.
I own everything about me.
I own everything about me.
My body.
My body.
My feelings.
My feelings.
My mouth.
My mouth.
My voice.
My voice.
And all of my actions.
And all of my actions.
Whether they be to others.
Whether they be to others.
Or to myself.
Or to myself.
I own all of my fantasies.
I own all of my fantasies.
My dreams.
My dreams.
My hopes.
My hopes.
My fears.
My fears.
I own all of my triumphs.
I own all of my triumphs.
And my success.
And my success.
All of my failures.
All of my failures.
All of my mistakes.
All of my mistakes.
Because I own me.
Because I own me.
I can become intimately acquainted.
I can become intimately acquainted
with me.
With me.
By doing so.
By doing so.
I can love me.
I can love me.
Be friendly with me.
Be friendly with me.
In all of my parts that I know.
In all of my parts that I know.
There are aspects about my life.
There are aspects about my life.
That's puzzling to me.
That's puzzling to me.
And other aspects that I do not know.
And other aspects that I do not know.
But as long as I am friendly. And I am loving to myself. I can courageously. And hopefully. Look for solutions. To the puzzle. And for ways to find and ways to find out more about me. However I look and sound. Whatever I say and do. Whatever I think and feel. At a given moment. In time is authentically me. If later some parts of how I look. Sound. Thoughts and feels turn out to be unfitting. I can discard. What is unfitting. Keep the rest. Invent something new for which I discarded. I can see. I can hear. I can feel, say, think, and do. Wait a minute, let's get that line together one more time. I can see, hear, feel, think, say, and do. I have the tools to survive, to be close to others, to be productive, to make sense, in order out of the world, and outside of me. I own me. And there is, I'm taking this away from the copy, and there is nothing. Nothing that can ever sway me from loving me. I am me. And I'm okay. Now give yourself a hand around the
Hi. Class is back in session.
Okay.
Angelo wanted to introduce me, and I said, no, I don't want you to introduce me. I want to introduce myself. Because I don't think it's, the story is important and what you can get out of it, not so much the bio, in and of itself. So everyone, welcome. I have to throw out my note card, y'all, because I was expecting children. I was expecting children, like 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. So you all are young adults. So you know what? I think that the best thing that I can do is just tell my story and just find out some things about you and things that you'd like to work on.
and we'll go from there. How about that? So I am Joyce Hancock Williams. I use Hancock professionally. Williams is my married name. I'm an only child, so I kept my dad's name because, you know, the name's gotta go on. and I love my name. My husband says I don't know who I am because I don't really use his name. And I consider myself a professional public speaker, and it took me a long time to get to that point, to embrace that. I should say embrace that. But I have been a public speaker since 1981. Wow. So for 36 years, I am will be 63 years old in August. And so one of the things I want to say about my path is that as long as you are alive, you can have dreams and goals and you can accomplish new things. Yeah. That age is not a factor. Okay? Do you know what? And I would say enjoy the process, because you know when you're a certain age, what we do is we want to get there, we want to get there, we want to get there. Yeah. So we're not realizing how important right now is. And so enjoy the process. And Angelo said something about nobody can tell you no, so I just want to add this to that. So just change the no to on. Just reverse it, right. You know, and just stay on and just stay open, because life can take you in many directions. And I notice all of you are artists, correct? All of you are artists. I do want to tell you that I never ever thought that I would be a public speaker. Never. I like to raise my hand in class. I would like to be the first one to read out of the book. But to just get up in front of people, it was like, I can't do that. And it really happened by accident. But when I look back on my path, I can see that I was watching my grandmother, who was a public speaker, and hanging out with her. And she was teaching me poems and making them fun, like not making it hard, but making it fun. Like, I want to learn that, or I want to do what grandma does. But never thinking that that would be my goal professionally. To give you some backstory too on myself, I'm adopted. And I found out that I was adopted. My mother let me know when I was 5 years old, when I was getting ready to go to school. Because I was growing up in a town where it was all relatives, and my biological father lived 10 minutes away, and my biological mother lived 10 minutes away. So my mother said eventually someone's going to tell her. It's going to slip out. Right. So I need to tell her, and I need to let her know that that's okay. Because you automatically, you have this thing that you've been given away. So this is what my mother said to me when I was 5 years old going off to kindergarten. She said, honey, you're adopted. I said, what does that mean? That means that I chose you. I didn't have to have you. So later in life, when somebody teaches you about that, put your hand on your hip and just look at them and say, my mommy chose me. So that's how I went into that situation. But here's the other thing. There's still that thing in the back of the head that said you've been given away. And I understood that at a young age. So I started working on it at a young age. And because I didn't want that to run me where I didn't feel good enough. Right. I really wanted to live in the love that my parents were giving me. I had a relative who wrote my grandmother a letter, a close relative, and said, I will never accept this child. She is not our blood. Right? And my mother used to tell me everything because she wanted me to know who all the players were in my life, and she didn't want anything to catch me by surprise at a later age. So as things went on, she always let me know what was happening. So yeah, so there was my drive was that I wasn't good enough, but I was going to show that I was going to become good enough. So I wanted to be great too. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be great at, but I knew I wanted to be great at something. So my first goal, I think I thought I wanted to be a doctor. Do you know, the first time I actually cut myself, I knew that wasn't going to work. And even to this day, I can't stand to get a paper cut. I don't like nothing to pinch me, pull me, nothing to hurt. So I was like, well, that's not going to work. And then I ended up modeling. And this is what happened. I was 14 years old. And my mother did not take me, she took me to Barbizon. There was a local one in my area, modeling school, right? But she didn't take me for modeling, and I didn't have that kind of self-esteem anyway. I didn't think I was the cutest person in the room, trust me. I had another relative who used to constantly tell me how ugly I was until my mother caught him and told him off. So she took me there for self-improvement. That's what she took, that's how she enrolled me for the self-improvement program. And then after I completed the program, the lady that owned, it's a franchise, that owned the franchise, and the person that was the agent said, we like her, we think she should model. And my mother said, oh, okay. So that's how that started, and I actually modeled professionally in all the department stores and did some ads for JCPenney's and some other stores. So it was giving me a lot of self-esteem, you know what I mean? I was starting to like myself. But here's another side thing with the uncle that used to say I was ugly all the time, or I had another relative who would say, Joyce isn't pretty, but she has a lot of personality. Now listen, y'all, I didn't know what personality meant. I didn't know the word, didn't think to go to the dictionary and read it or look it up, right? But so I thought, all right, well, if that's what I have, I'm going to develop this thing called personality, right? So I thought personality was smiling, being nice to people, and being able to talk to grown-ups like I was one of them in a respectful way. And so in developing, as I got to understand personality and I got comfortable just talking to people and talking to strangers, all kinds of magical things would happen. I would just meet people and they want to help me, or they would suggest that I do other things. So I modeled, and then from that I decided I wanted to design clothes. So I graduated from Pratt Institute with a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and I did design clothes for a while. That's how I met Angelo Ellerbee. And this is how I became a public speaker. I used to help my church do fashion shows, and I would do whatever they wanted me to do. If they wanted me to model, I'd do that. I put clothes in the shows. And then one time they said to me, Joyce, we want you to commentate the show, so we want you to MC. So I thought, oh no, MC, speak in front of people. I was like, And then I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go for it. My church asked me to do it, and maybe this is something else that I can do that would be fun. So I commentated the fashion show. I made it really fun. I knew everybody in the church, right? And it was all age groups. So I wrote little cards on them. I got their hobbies or whatever, and I wrote these cards on them. So I commentated the fashion show, and Angelo used to produce fashion shows. And up until then, I was one of his models, and I used to put clothes in his shows. And I'm on the phone with him and I'm bragging about how fabulous I was commentating this fashion show. So that fashion show was March of 1981. Angelo used to do a show every June at the Robert Treat Hotel in North New Jersey, in the Grand Ballroom, and he would fill up the ballroom. So I was in Indiana modeling, and I flew home that morning to do his show. And when I walked into the ballroom, Angelo said, Miss Joyce, you have to commentate the show. I said, what are you talking about? There's over 500 people in this ballroom, right? And he said, something happened with this commentator. I don't know if she had a death in the family. I think that was it, but something happened. He said, you have to commentate the show. And I said, I can't commentate this show. And he said, you were just on the phone not too long ago telling me, bragging to me how you commentated your church fashion show, right? So I said, he said, you have a fashion background, you know clothes, you can do this show. So I did the show, and in my mind, I did a horrible job. I did not think I did a good job. But every designer that did his show that used to use me as a model dropped me and started using me as their commentator. So that's how my speaking career got started, by commentating fashion shows. And then people started saying, can you MC my cotillion? Can you MC my award show? Can you MC this? Can you MC that? So then I became a professional public speaker. Now my day job. I bet none of you could guess what I had. I had a day job. I worked like just 3 days a week usually, sometimes more if we're really busy. And I bet none of you will be able to guess what it is. And I'll say this, it has to do with speaking. News. No, forget that one, your personality. I'm advanced doing that stuff. Somebody said news. Speech therapy. No. No.
Telemarketing.
No.
Customer service, that would be great.
Well, you're sort of there. Anybody else? Comedy. I am funny. Anybody else?
Sales representative.
Sales representative. I have done that.
Oh, 911?
911, no. I am a tour guide at Radio City Music Hall. Wow. So I walk around the building and it's a 1 hour and 15-minute tour. And I've been there for 16 years. I've had it longer than any of my so-called career jobs. It came as a nice surprise. I was like, who knew? I could have avoided college and everything because I have so much fun doing it. But I'm going to tell you, it has made a better public speaker. I have an agent, and I belong to 2 production companies that produce fashion shows. When I take the mic now, I always have a cordless mic, and I walk down the runway to open the show. I can actually look everybody in the eye. I can look my audience in the eye. I can stop when I'm doing a poem. Because being able to talk to people on a day-to-day basis from all over the world has made me a better public speaker. So, and I say that to tell you that you never get too old to learn, that learning never stops. And no matter how fabulous I thought I was as an MC, my day job has made me even better at speaking to people. And I'm also the media representative for them. So how about that happening after I was 40? Right. Wow. Being the media representative. So anytime television or web, any web stuff, radio, anything, they usually say, get yours. I've done commercials for them. So anything, so I say that to say to you that anything good can happen at any moment. And no matter where you are, even if you're at a point where you think, this is not it, this is not my career goal, if wherever you are in the moment is where you're supposed to be and there's something that you can learn from that. Right. And always know that. If something is getting on your nerves, if it's wearing you out, just stop, take a breath and say, what can I learn from this?
Joyce, let me interrupt for 1 second. You're 200% correct. Because my degree is in design. I knew nothing about music, knew nothing about being a PR person. I knew nothing. And I did not know what my goals were going to be in life. Until I interned for 5 years for James M. Toomey. So you're 100% correct. And it was learning as you went on.
Yes.
It is so important that you speak of that, because you never know what it is, and particularly for the young ones that are here, they still don't know. They have an inkling of what they want to do, but they really don't know. Then you got the mothers and the fathers saying, you need to go to college, you got to go to college. And then you go to college and waste their money because then you still don't know.
Well, can I say this? Nothing's ever wasted. It's not wasted because you learn something. And listen, you make contacts that you'll have for life. So
I think when you say wasted, for those who go there with the mind that is closed, the mind of going there to do because I want my mother and father to be pleased at my activity in terms of going to the next level of my education. And I've toured around many schools where I've asked that very question. I remember Berkeley School of Music 2 years ago, and I asked the question in an assembly. How many of you are here because you want to be here? And then how many are you here because you're trying to find your way?
Yeah.
Half and half.
Yes.
So I think it has a lot to do with you wanting to be there. And yes, the contacts and the connections, but if you're not there, you're not there. Yeah? So it's I mean, a very poignant point that you make when it's like, let's rediscover.
Yes.
Let's rediscover. You went to work and you said, oh, okay, I'm going to do this job, and da-da-da-da, it's all wonderful. But you got there, and your energy level, they took notice of it. You were happy to go to work.
I gotta say something about that too. Can I?
Sure.
So here's the thing. The flames of dissatisfaction actually never stop. They don't. You're always going to want to be more, better, and different. It's all, no matter, anybody in this room, tell me one thing that's not one of those three things. Can you think of anything? Right? More, better, or different. Every single thing you want in life is more, better, or different. We all want more money, right? We want more money. You know, if you're in a job situation, or you're a work situation, or a school situation, you want to be somewhere else. So everything is more, better, or different, right? So this is what I used to do. I used to have these goals where I would go into a work situation and I would say, if I'm not promoted within a year or 2 years, I'm leaving. So I always had a goal like, this has got to happen. So going into my really 3rd year at Radio City, because I was having such a good time, I got really dissatisfied. And I have journals that are filled with my dissatisfaction. And I'm a spiritual person. So whenever something is depressing me or making me really sad, I always go back to my spiritual roots. And the thing that I said to you earlier about wherever you are is where you're supposed to be in the moment, because you're saying, just stop and say, what do I need to learn from this? So I have a good friend, and she's Buddhist, and she sent me this paper on work, right? She said, oh, I gotta mail you something, girl. She only lived 5 minutes away, but she mailed me this paper on work.
You know what? Let's stop right there. I want to go back to you all. And excuse me for pointing, I haven't remembered your names. You said you hated what? Your weight?
Yeah.
And what else did you hate?
My speech problem.
I don't want you to hate those. I want you to work with them. There's no reason that you should hate anything. I want you to work on it. I dislike my weight, but I'm working on it. I know I have a solution to that problem. What do I have to do? Do I need a trainer? Do I need to start to exercise? Do I need to be consciously aware of what I'm eating each and every single day? Am I being teased because of my weight? And if I am, then that's fine, but I'm going to work on that too. See, I want you all to understand that America is really gangsta. And America will tell you what you're supposed to look like. Only you know what you want to look like. And you got to claim that victory. You know what you look like? You know that you want to make a fix and a change in it? That means you got to work on it. And I want to see you after class because I want to talk to you about it. Because, how old are you? How old?
17.
Darling, I want you to love your weight.
Yes.
I want you to love whatever the impediments that you have, because we're going to work on it. We're going to make you better. And that's all about, when you can be honest with yourself, and then you can be honest with everyone else. My mother used to say, a closed mouth is an unfed mouth. If you don't tell somebody what it is, you're going to starve for the rest of your life. God bless her, because she was 200% correct. That's why I got so much mouth now. Because I never went unfed. And I always say what's on my mind. I think before I speak, so I understand the sensitivity of whoever I'm talking to. So I want you just really to love yourself. And after class, let's work on that. You said you hate public speaking? Why? You're so pretty. You're so pretty, and I understand the intimidation of people. I really do. Let me just tell you a brief story. And I'm sorry to keep going back to my mom. My mom was my teacher. I didn't go to college to learn anything of what I'm doing now. I went to college for designs. So she was a very brilliant woman. And she used to say to me, when I would have to go and speak in front of doctors and lawyers and all these other people, I was like, Mom, these people got degrees. She said, child, I'm going to be very honest with you, and I know I'm in the house of the Lord. She said, undress everyone, because everyone is the same. Go say what's on your mind. Speak from the heart, and speak with confidence. I didn't raise no fools. That's what she would say. So wipe them tears and go get that money. That's what she would say. My mother was very money driven. Go get that money. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. Even Ellerbee didn't play around with $1 or a cent.
I can attest.
Yes, she can, and you can too. So what I'm saying to you, there's a nervousness. It really is a nervousness. But when you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times, you keep doing it, you say, okay, let me just go hit this. There's always preparation. You always have to prepare for public speaking. But address it with comfort and ease. And in time, you're gonna be fine. But don't let it fear you.
Can I add to that? When it comes to a nervousness or a fear of speaking, what the fear changes into is just the desire into doing a good job. That's what it changes into. It changes from fear of I can't do it to, you know what, I just want to do it. Oh, and fear, everybody, false evidence appearing real.
I have always been taught the importance of that word fear. And it was always told to me, fear God, fear nothing else. I fear nothing. Nothing moves me. Nothing. Whatever is taking place is going to take place. I'm going to deal with it and I'm going to keep on moving. Now when God comes to speak to me, I'm a runner.
You can't.
I know. But I'm going to run. I fear him. There's nothing on the face of this earth that I'm afraid of. I used to think maybe when I was your age, I feared my mother's belt beatings and iron cord beatings. But I got over that. I used to say, Ma, if you're going to beat me, girl, can you just come on and beat me so I can go back and do what I'm doing? That was my reality. But now as an adult, this is something that I fear. Now, excuse me for pointing, the one in the pink sweater, you talked about your weight too. What is it that you feel so uncomfortable about?
I just don't feel comfortable. I don't like my stomach and, you know.
So what are you doing to work on it? We need to have a conversation after class. Because if you know that there's a problem, if you're uncomfortable, then you got to begin to work on it, right? If you can't keep eating the same things and then be consciously aware of your size, right? I want to have you to get comfortable within your own. If you're loving you and you know that there are things that you want to discard about you, you got to start to apply yourself to it. What was another one of your, I know it was the weight, what else was it?
Being late.
I'm sorry, what?
Being late.
What?
Being late, no.
What did you say?
I said the being late, and then I also said that because I have like.
Oh, you're gonna be late for my class in the morning. I done bad enough today. You're gonna be here before I get here next week. Go ahead.
I was saying that because I have an underbite, and it's like really hard for me to sometimes pronounce things. So I really don't like that.
I think when you take your time, you know, we can go through life just making excuses of why we do what we do, and then the resolve is in us. We can talk about, I was late today because it was traffic, and child, you know it was going to be traffic. You should have got up early in the morning. Oh, somebody said to me, I live in Jersey. I live in Jersey too. So that means that I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get all of this together. Didn't get into the cab and get to New York City. I don't want you to go through life making excuses. Don't make excuses. If you know that there's a problem, you know that there has to be a resolve to the problem. We're going to talk about that. I'm sorry for pointing again. And you said to her, did you get a chance to tell her how much?
No, not yet.
Okay, please do.
Jail, I hate the fact that I let like little things that people say get to me so easily. I hate the fact that I'm so sensitive. I hate the fact that I fall behind in certain classes. I hate the fact that I kind of feel like I'm not important to certain people. So yeah.
Angelo, can I say something?
Please.
None of that is fact. Just so you know, which means it's not anything that has to stay with you. None of it is fact.
Let me ask a question. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Huh?
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a story. I feel like that at times. I almost want to cry because I feel like that at times. Feel very alone, very cheated out of life. And then I say to myself, you don't have the right to feel that way. I say that often. Everyone thinks that I have this incredible, fabulous life. I'm human, and I'm sensitive, and I'm full of compassion and emotions. Yeah, I know I'm a hard cookie, and the crumbs fall even harder. But you're human, and you're gonna feel that way. But I'm telling you, because I go through that still to this day. I love me some Angelo, and I know that there's a God that loves me too. And as long as I can really, really comply with his wishes, I know I'm okay. And I'm gonna strengthen myself with all the abilities, all the negativities that surround me. And I'm gonna make myself whole. And I'm gonna stand, and I'm going to stand before you. I want you to understand how difficult it is to do what I do, or for anybody to do what they do, particularly in the entertainment industry. It's a rough cookie. It's hard. And for all of you who are going to get into this industry, I want you to understand it is not about those cameras, it ain't about your movements, it ain't about any of that. It's called staying power. And people will want to take you right from where you want to be 1,000,000 times. But you got to be strong. And you got to get over it, you got to find that resolve. And we're going to find that resolve in these classes. Because I want you guys are, how old are you?
15.
I want you to mature with the right type of guidance. I want you to begin to love you. There's something else going on in there that I'm not going to openly talk about today. But you and I are going to have a one-to-one. Because I want you to go out here and be a winner. Because it's in you. We just need to bring it out. And we're going to work on that because it's really important at 15 years old that you come 100% front and center. Where do we leave off at?
I hate procrastination, and I hate being forgotten.
Why do you hate being forgotten? Have you been forgotten?
I feel that way.
Tell me why.
It's just like I would say like when I'm with someone, like the energy is like powerful in a way, but like when we're not together, it's different.
Are you talking about a romance, a relationship, a female relationship?
Different situations, like people I know that they run into me, and you know, like the things they say to me is just like, oh, you know, like things. Alright, I dance, so people might come up to me and be like, yo, bro, you the best, right? And then when it comes down to like doing something that deals with dancing, and it comes that time, then I'm nowhere to be, you know.
It's called competition. And then when it's called, I don't need you up in my life. How about that? I don't want, do you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I clean the slate every year. This guy here is my best friend in the world. And I tell him everything about Angelo. And then some more. And we go through. I was like, why are people like that? And why is this and why is that? He said, welcome to the world. I clean out every time. I don't call them no names. I don't say, I just stop calling. I pray on them. And I really do pray. I pray on them. I pray for all of my enemies. So they think they're my enemies, they're really not my enemies. I put myself around positive thinking people. I remember last month I called Joyce up on the phone to tell her something of what was going on. And she gave me a whole list of why I should love me and why I should listen to these people. Because I'm human and I'm touched with emotions. Sometimes you have to, maybe that person ain't the person you need to be hanging around. Maybe they need to exit. This is a two-way street. Life is a two-way street. And when somebody is only going to walk down one side of the street, that means it's one way. It ain't for you and them to be on the same street. So maybe what you need to do, begin to do, is clean it. Clean it out. Take your cell phone and say, block. I just blocked a couple people just on Monday. And when I got off the phone with them, I said, oh, I love you so much. Yeah, I lied. I hung up that phone and I went right to block. Self-preservation. Self-preservation. So don't let that, let it go. And let them go. You'll find yourself in another kind of place. Be strengthened by your own energy. Don't let nobody come in and block your blessings. And don't get evil. You ain't gotta be evil. I like it when Ivana Trump said, what did she say? Don't get something, but get even. And even to me, it's an accomplishment.
Success.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm still competitive as all hell. I compete against me and everybody that comes my way. I do. I want that money. I'm gonna be real. I ain't nobody's cheap date. You gonna pay this. You gonna pay for this. Cause I've been a whole lot of years in this, and I ain't sit. Harriet Tubman did a favor for me and my people. She freed me. I'm not a slave. So you're going to pay me for everything that I go to do. I don't care what it is. I want to be paid. Oh, Angelo, isn't that selfish? It sure is. Because I got to take care of me. Ain't nobody else in this room. If I get sick today, y'all going to come and take care of my $1,300 a month insurance?
No, sorry.
You're going to pay my $3,000 a month rent? And that's just how my friends think the same way. So you gotta take care of you. Right? Did I somewhere get to where we need to be? I mean, seriously, man, I just want you to begin. If it is dance, hang around people, be around people who could be a plus. People that you, and you know the difference in right and wrong? We all do, don't we?
Yes.
That's why we do so many wrongs and don't do the rights. If you know it's wrong, why be around it? Why let them do that to you? Right? I'm sorry for pointing. Did you respond to him?
No, right. Well, I hate that I can be rude sometimes when I think that when I'm being blunt in a way. I hate that I assume when someone is talking to me and I assume a different meaning of what they're trying to tell me. And I also hate that I can be mediocre in the things that I produce and I put out when I know I can do much better.
Do you understand the word great? So, does great and mediocre, that's not even a plus or an add, right? That's not even a multiplication. It's not even a divide, right? So if you know that you're being mediocre, as you state, why not be great? It's the same energy, right? It's the same energy. And greatness means that you have to apply yourself to be great. And you know that you are great because you speak of being mediocre. You speak, you just spoke that, right? Why are you claiming that? Why are we claiming that? How many children in your family?
Including me?
Mm-hmm.
6 of us.
6 in my family too. And you know what? We all went our own ways when we got to a certain age. And they all did what they wanted to do. Do you? You know you're great. You know you have the capability to be greater than great. Claim victory. Stop being defeated. Stop with all the negativity. Don't have it around you. Rebuke it. Understand your greatness. Understand you can only get to the apex of your success if you think that you can. If you want to get it on a mediocre, what is that? I'm great. I'm fabulous and I'm great. I claim it. I don't care what you think. You may say whatever you want to say about me. But I am. Because it's me. I own it. I want you to feel your contribution to life. Not what life is going to give you, what you're going to give life. You give life to yourself. And if you don't murder yourself. Give life to you. Get an infusion of love that I can win. I ain't gonna be my brother, I ain't gonna be my sister, I'm gonna be me. And these are the qualities. And these are the things that I'm chasing. See, you guys who are in high school and growing, your mothers and fathers have done wonderful jobs. And then y'all go into the streets. Hello, anybody home? That street will do something to you. That street will destroy you if you don't have a strong foundation. You can go and say, I don't smoke weed, I don't do none of that, I go to church, and you're a liar. Because once you get around them, think about it. Once you get around them, you will want to do what they want you to do. But you gotta have stamina, and you gotta have belief. You know it's wrong, but because you want to be a part of the crowd, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We all good, yeah, man, no, I don't understand that terminology. We ain't good. What's good? I'm good, you ain't good. Because you're about to try to destroy me. And I used to sit back and think and see, smoking weed ain't nothing. Okay, so if it ain't nothing, why you doing it? And if you're smoking weed, then what's the next thing you're going to go do? Because you're weak souls. You got weak souls. I don't want nothing weak around me. Don't come around me if you ain't got no faith in God. Don't come around me if you don't believe in yourself. And I'm not sitting back raising nobody else's kids. You got to do it. Right? Let's go to the next level.
Okay. I hate my forehead. I hate that I feel dumb when I don't get something during school. I hate that I feel lonely. And I have a lot of people around me. And yeah, that's all.
Let's stop there. Now what's with the forehead?
I hate my forehead.
Hell, I hate mine too. Ain't nothing you gonna do about that. But find ways to address that issue. Now, do we need to wear my hair different so people won't see my forehead? Do I need to get a bang? Some bangs? Do I need to go and get some extensions? And don't y'all sit up here laugh like y'all don't know what extensions is. I'm about making it look good. I'm an illusionist. There ain't no reason that nobody should be ugly. Hello? There's no reason in the world that you should act ugly. There's too much cosmetics, there's too much weed, and then there's too much you. You can fix those things, darling. That's light action. Really, it's light action. You got to learn. Listen, if God made you, there's no mistake. There ain't no mistakes no way. Now you sit up there listening to them girls, and you all up in the mirror because you don't look like Beyonce. Beyonce don't look like Beyonce. Come together and understand what I'm saying. It's all an illusion.
Smoke and mirror.
It is definitely it is. That's the business of what I'm in. Look at my picture and look at me. It's photoshopped to the 9th degree. I wish I could look like that, darling. My girlfriend here makes me look well in them pictures. And then you got to meet me. Oh! You hate what?
How I blame myself for my dad's actions.
For your dad's actions? If you had liberty, tell us for some of his actions. Don't get involved. Just give me a little bit. Because this seems like this is a one-on-one. Just give me a little. But no, don't give me none. Let me say this to you. You were born who you are. You're responsible for you. As much as I love my mother, I didn't get a chance to love my father, but I truly love my mother. But her actions are her actions. My dad's actions is his actions. I'm not responsible for them. I'm independently wealthy in my own. That's what I want you to feel. Whatever it is, whatever it may be, there's a stronger spirit that can deal with it much more than you, and that's God. I don't walk around no more worrying about nothing. I used to get on the phone, baby, and I would go off. Whoa! That's the old way, Angelo. I mean, these tongue and this lip is dangerous. And this man over here one day had to tell me in my New York office, and he stumbled. He just said, Do you ever listen to what you say to people in the office? I say, yeah. He says, you need to bag that. You got to be a little bit more nice and a little bit more. He did. And another one that's good about that, about checking me, is Joyce. They check me. It's okay, and I'm checking you. Live your life. Don't be responsible for what you bring in the world. Don't carry somebody else's baggage. Relax and let it go. Live your life. Because your Father's living his. And we'll talk further about that. The next two.
Girl, I hate that I procrastinate. I swear to God, I can't get nothing done. I hate that I allow doubt to keep me from doing what I know I'm supposed to do. That's it. That's all I got. That's it. Yes,
Listen. Hold up. Let's deal with this doubt. Why are we doubting? Why are you doubting?
What she was saying earlier as far as fear, going into a situation, I think that it's going to fail, so that stops me from getting.
Girl, stop there.
Yeah,
that's because you know what? When you claim your victory, your battle is won. When you doubt it, it's in question. It's in question. So why are you doubting you? You're great. You're fabulous. Second time I saw you, come in here on point every time. This is the second time I met you. On point every time. What you doubting? You convinced me. So you shouldn't doubt it. And see, that's what we get in our careers. We start to doubt ourselves, our productivity. We start to doubt who we are, what our designs are, and the whole other bit there. Yeah, that's why we stay doing what we're doing. Yeah. I used to say, one second, I used to say to the kids in Jersey, everybody in the world in Newark is a designer. I mean, everybody like that is a designer. Oh, child. They have more fashion shows in Newark, New Jersey than they have at the Pret-a-Porter in Paris. And everybody's a designer. And then when you go look at their clothes, they're horrible. They can't sell it, they can't come up. But they're unfearful. They do them fashion shows like they brush their teeth. They do a million fashion shows. I always ask you, what the hell did you get out of them? They get paid $120. What do you do with that? What do you do with $120? What do you do with it? I can't buy those shoes. You can't buy nothing with $120. I don't understand. Why do they do these fashion shows? You gotta put 10 fashion shows, that's $1,000 and $1,500. Well, what do you do with that? But that thing, when they go to strut, I guess that's what it is. I don't know. And so what I'm saying to you, you got to really, really, really never doubt you. Be brave. Be bold. What is it that you doubt?
Just me. I'm a designer, so I've done shows, and it's just I haven't gone to the next level.
Because you don't want to get there, do you?
I do.
No, you don't. You're doubting it. And you said you have got to. You know what? You sound like those wonderful designers in Newark. I used to tell them, because I was always the advanced when there was a lot of jealousy because I did what I did. I'm not afraid. This is called a trunk show. It's like put all your stuff in the trunk and go from city to city, down south. Go down there and start selling to all those rich women down there. Pull out 7 of your great pieces. Go down there and do a show. Let them buy them. See, I didn't make clothes for they can go rampant on the runway. My mother said, you better bring $600 a year a month. So that's what I had to do. And what I'm saying to you, a trunk show. If you did a trunk show in all those little small, hicky-dick towns, you would be surprised the money that you make. That's the next level. That is chasing your dream and making it a reality. Why haven't you not done that?
Because I'm not satisfied with one piece of my product, which is the labels.
Girl, I ain't got no shoe. I be sick off my $1,100 shoe and throw it at you, but are you serious?
Seriously.
You better take them damn clothes and get out there and make some money. What, is your husband a millionaire or something?
No, I'm not married yet.
Oh, you're not married yet. So how you eat, girl?
Because I freelance as a stylist, so I do.
What you want to do? You want to design, right?
I want to create.
Okay. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more. You need to talk to Miss Joyce Hancock and get her phone number. Get her phone number from Mr. Barnes. You just need the right people around you. You've been slacking with some all the wrong people.
Absolutely.
You gotta stop that.
I have.
You just gotta clean it out. I'm gonna take care of me. I'm great. And I don't need to be around this mediocre, not for me. Say what you need to say. I want what I want. And I'm gonna go get it. Without you. Yeah?
Yes.
Lady in the pink, I'm sorry.
Girl. I hate being late. I always think I'm gonna be on time. I wake up on time to be on time and I'm still late. I hate when I'm not able to keep my word. I hate not being organized. It like mess up my thinking process. Because normally I know where everything is at, so I'm not organized, I know nothing. And like when I'm speaking with someone or people, and they don't like get my point. I hate when people don't get my point. And I guess it's like that because it's like maybe I'm not getting their point first. I don't know. Yeah. And procrastination, everything on that. You things gotta fix.
You know, y'all hate a whole lot. And all you're hating is the things that you have done to yourselves. When are you going to make a change? If you hate being late, you're always late, and you're late, you know you're late, so how we fix that?
Angelo, she was on time today.
Oh, I know she was. Schedule. You know, listen, I'm old, so I'm going to tell you what I do. I started yesterday for today. I got to do that. Or I can't even sit here and have a conversation with you because everything I would say to you would be a lie. I can't tell you the truth. I started yesterday for today. So that I was on time. So my car was reserved. So my clothes were out. So everything that I needed to have was packed. I'm done. Let's get up and do this. And get it over. So I can go on and do what I really want to do. You guys have such winning qualities. And everything that has been said thus far, not crucial. It's all in you. And I think as we go to prepare you for the event, we have to prepare you for life. And it starts right here. It really starts with you. I think we're going to have more of these sessions. For these two young ones here, I'm going to skip over them for now. And that's your partner. Who's your partner?
Jonathan. So what I really dislike about myself is that I keep going into 4 different cycles. And the first one is that I get easily overwhelmed. So it's hard for me to put my thoughts together and express myself, so I often feel misunderstood, and self-doubt comes, all of my fears. So that's the first cycle. The second cycle is I don't like that it's such a challenge for me to gain weight. And that's one of the biggest things that I struggle with. The third one is that I have an addiction to helping people and saving them, and I get really sad when I don't feel like I feel appreciated, and I try not to have my expectations so high, but it often feels like there's not a mutual respect. That the way that I see them and I think of them highly, they don't see me. And
Girl, you got a laundry list here, huh?
yeah.
She wrote it down.
Actually, those are 3 cycles, so yeah.
Okay, I'm going to reply first. You have to start loving me. You have children?
No.
If you have no children, why are you trying to please people? Help yourself. My mother used to say, help your damn self. That's what my mother used to tell me. She said, you always trying to be Martin Luther King. Didn't you see what happened to Martin Luther King? They shot him. me what my mama used to say, and she was kind of right. I try to help everybody underneath the sun. And she would say, and she was right, help yourself. Modeling is what you want to do, right? Take all, huh?
It's just something that helped me, but it's
What's the goal in life? What's the life goal?
to be an entrepreneur and to develop all my talents.
Tell me what your talents are.
Dancing, acting, singing, yoga.
And what are you doing to propel that success at this point?
I'm doing training.
Training with where and where? With whom and where?
I'm enrolling myself into different classes.
Where?
I'm doing work studies for like dance theater, and I'm trying to build my finances so I can get more classes.
Okay, so class cards at Alvin, they have a 10 class card.
I just applied for.
What is it, $60?
I think so.
I will donate $60 to you.
Wow.
That's a beginning. Stop trying to help everybody in the world. You ain't in no position to help nobody. Help your damn self. How about that?
When you're disappointed, I used to be the same way, where you saw potential in someone or you thought they had talent, you put forth your effort to try to speed their plow, to advance them, and you felt unappreciated, like you said, when they weren't successful or they didn't try as hard. But that's on them. You can't expect people to treat you how you treat them. You just can't. You're going to be disappointed. Like you said, I have no expectation, therefore I'm never disappointed. I don't expect anything from anyone. The only thing you can control is yourself. And you can dole out your kindness, but you have to be a little sparing with it. You can't give it all at once. You have to see if that person is even worthy of the gift that you're trying to give them in terms of your friendship or your contacts or whatever.
Clearly for me, if you take the word friend, split it in the middle, what you get?
Right.
Split in the middle, you get in. That's what a friend is going to do. Begin and end. Your friend is in Jesus. Friends are strange for me. I never know the difference in right and wrong. It takes time. It's a courtship. Then it's a relationship. Then it's a marriage, and then it's a friendship. Everybody that comes your way is not your friend. They have to earn it. At least for me, you have to earn my friendship. Everybody come up, and this child, hang on. Oh, well, no, you're not.
His friend on Facebook.
You're a friend, yeah. Friend me on Facebook. No,
friends on Facebook you never met.
Yeah, I never met you. I don't know you. And guess what? I don't want to know you. I don't need another friend. I don't. I'm good. Because friends come, they come with something. They come with packages of their problems. Not a psychiatrist. I'm not. I'm many things, but that I'm not. Think about it.
Yes, you know, I want to say I agree with you, and you're not alone, because there's some things that I do that's real. But I tend to care about what people think. I'm always assuming, always creating a story in my head. Like somebody can come in the door and I'm like, I wonder what he thinks about me, or I wonder what she thinks about me. And I'm very impatient, and I noticed that is kind of like haunting me, because like, for instance, if I meet a queen, if I meet a young lady, and she says she likes me, but it's not that I don't believe it, but I'm afraid of stuff. I'm like, why do you like me? Like, I want to know now. I'm really impatient.
That'll make us scared. That'll make it like psycho. Run for your life.
No, it's for real. Like, I'm at that space now where it's like, if you coming into my life, I gotta know, because like I'm achieving.
But you want to know what? You just met the person.
Listen, it don't be the same.
That's the perfect word.
But it don't be the same thing, but it's like, we don't get some like, what do you want?
Let me say this to you. First, everyone that comes your way, they should earn your friendship. And everything is not about a like. Everything is not about I like you and I want a relationship with you. And everything ain't about dropping in pants. Well, yeah, go past that. Put it all the way back here. Now let's get it. Now, if it means something to you, then you need to take some time and develop the relationship, right?
Yes.
There's nothing that you need to rush. How old are you?
22.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're really old. Take your time, man. Live your life. Experience things. When it comes time for you to lock down on an engagement, you'll know who that person is. Now, if you want to do something totally different, then you know what to do on that end too. Stop trying to rush it.
But when the person says they like you, do you like them as well? Or you like them like you? You just like the idea they like you. That's enough.
I'm really interested in them, but it's not, if they don't tell me what I want to hear, it's like, it's not even that time. It's like,
well, when you want to hear, I know what you want to hear.
If you're not getting to the point, like you're not getting to the meat, I can go.
But what's the point? They just
what do you want to get to?
I just met you. Let's get married. I mean, what?
No,
what the hell?
it's not about commitment. It's just that it's a lot of people that come into my life that I notice that they don't need to be in my life. Like it's like you just.
Why don't they need to be in your life?
What do you call it? Like just.
But you gotta see where they fit in your life. Everybody people have different parts in your life to play. And they may not be there for your entire life. It may be, everything's a stepping stone to a stepping stone. That's what I always tell Angelo. So, it may be that you have a different kind of relationship with that person. Maybe it's not a romantic one. Maybe it's just a friend. People can't be just friends.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand, but I'm too long when they want to like.
Talk to you?
Yeah,
but don't you need that person to be your friend?
It's not about, you gotta learn. Not everybody's in that category.
Everybody is a friend first. You gotta know one. Don't you have to know one? I don't care what you want. You got to know them.
No, now.
Did y'all ever feel like that? Where it's like a girl or someone who comes to your life, it's like, what are you truly there for?
Yes. After about 6 or 7 months.
I mean, after
you walk away?
No, I tell them, what do you want?
But I'm saying, like,
if they want some money, yeah, well, that's what you need to help them.
That's it.
They're out.
I'll get no money.
But I know that. No, I'm not dealing with that. Now, you gotta like me to like me unconditionally. Oh, okay, now you're talking on another level now. Hold your thought. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next couple. He is, Jill, what's your name again? Gregory. You seem like you're so relaxed with life. Nothing bothers you, doesn't it? Does it? Okay, everybody else knows something that I don't know. What is it?
Well, I think that bothers me is my weight, but I'm starting to like do stuff to like stop it. I'm 13.
Okay, keep going.
And I'm starting to like change what I'm doing, but like I still
Change how? You're speaking to me fragmentally. Speak to me in complete sentence. What are you changing? Come on, talk to me.
Changing my eating habits and like starting to do more exercise. And like I don't think I'm doing enough to like change what I want. That's that.
Gregory, have you lost any weight? So that you can cook for something. It's going to be gradual. You're not going to lose 10 pounds by next month.
You know, Greg, I'm here to tell you it's just not going to happen that way. You know the great thing about what you're doing? You started. You're on the way. People sit back and talk about, oh, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this. I go, oh, okay, let me just put an orchestra behind this one. I heard this story. This is America. America has screwed up our minds to tell us what we need to look like, how we need to look, how we need to dress. I want you to begin to understand your own importance. If the weight is a problem for you, not for me, then make a change. Seriously. What are some of the other concerns that you have? That's it? Man, I wish I could go through life with just your concerns. Yeah, yours is so doable. Really, man. God be with you. God bless you. I wish I could. You going to switch lives? You take mine, because if you can roll with this life, you're good. God's blessed you. You're 13. You should have no worries. Next.
Sure. I hate that I lack self-love. I hate that I'm not good enough for me yet. And I hate that other people's opinions matter to me.
I have learned, my darling, the importance of love only because for the majority of my life, I was not loved the way that I wanted to be loved. I've been in this industry all of my life, and everyone that has been in my life wanted something from me. They wanted something from me. The key thing is push the button. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. I've never had a relationship of love. Somebody really wanting me for me. They always get into Angelo, Ellerbee. They never get into me. But you have to understand, I started doing this whole career thing from like 13 or 14 years old. So in my hometown, I was a celebrity in my hometown at about 15 or 16 years old. So when I was that young, I didn't even go out to clubs. Everybody went out to the Zanzibar. I was so much a recluse. People thought, just like a recluse, and there was a lack of love. I wanted to be loved so much that it hurt inside. We just normally think with our mothers and fathers that they automatically love us because they give us a roof over the head and clothes in the back and forth a bit there. But sometimes I needed to hear that. Sometimes you need to hear, you know what? And my older sister and I, to this day, we said, I love you so much. And I said to her, I love you so much. Because there's an empty piece that still has not been fulfilled in finding that love in my life. And I'm finding it more and more and more as I find it in myself. And that's where you have to really dig at. No one has to give you a permission to love you. You give yourself that permission. And why it sounds like so horrible for me to constantly keep saying that I'm romantically in love with Angelo, because I am. Because ain't nobody else gonna love me the way Angelo loves Angelo. I've learned that the hard way. No matter who I bring into my life, child, they want all of the fabulousness. They want to come to my apartment and live in my fabulousness. They want to go to the fine restaurants. They want to ride in the limousines. And I'm going to treat you the way you treat me. That's just how it is for me. Not to say that that is the right way. But I think that you possess such beauty and such charm and such mannerism. I can tell where you have been. Where did you go to school at?
East Essex High School. East Essex.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
She's just one brother.
I want to talk to you after class, okay? Because I'm going to try to tell you, the most dynamic thing that God has given to us is a life. He gives us life, and life is a jewel. It's a jewel, it's a gift. So many people are dying every single day, and I say, I'm still standing, I'm still here. There's a reason, there's a reason. And so if I don't love all of this, I don't care if you don't love me. I know the importance of what I bring to the table. I understand it. And sometimes between Joyce and Byron, they have to make me understand about who I am. Because sometimes I forget. Why are you dealing with that trash? That's what this one would say. Tell you the truth. Let it go. That's them. What are you doing? You're losing it? You need to come and spend a couple of days with me. You need some fuel. This one is just going to tell you straight up. Joyce, she's just going to tell you straight up. You alright? That's what she said, baby, you alright? You have to understand your importance. And you have to understand your contributions and the contributions that you're going to make. Don't hold nobody else's grudges. Let it free and go. Let it all go. And deal with it. Deal with you. Deal with where you want to be. Deal with the greatness that you know that you possess. I do it every single day. And so much stuff comes down on me that I start to question me, and then I pray. Like every single day in my business, it's like, oh, because I'm in a pleasing business. I gotta please everybody. Baby, when I get off that phone with them, I can't even tell you, because I'm in the house of the Lord. I can't tell you what I say. Then when I get back in the car, how are you today? You're great, wonderful. And then I got to go pray. Prayer is the answer. Let it go. Let God do his job. He wants to do his job. He ain't asking y'all to help him. Well, okay, I can do that too.
Yeah. I was thinking, and it seems like everything that I've had any challenges with, I've been needing, like, working on it. So it's kind of hard for me to figure out what is it that really stands out at this moment. But one thing that I did realize is that the people I desire to share moments with, they don't share that same desire in this time. And that irks me. It's like, why? It's like, I had pure intentions, you know, and the people around me, I pray that they feel it as well, because it's not, you know, it's not a case where it's like I'm not paying attention to where I'm in right now to get somewhere else. It's like I'm paying most attention to where I am now, but also where it is that I aim to go. And it just seemed like the people, like, it could be anybody, like the most, what hits me close, hit close home the most, of course, is family. And I don't understand how they don't understand, but I'm starting to understand that they don't have to understand.
There you go. That's the key right there. That's the key. They don't have to understand. No, they don't have to understand nothing. Now, I'm gonna tell you what my mother started understanding when I started bringing that money up in that house. She understood me. Oh, everything else is a dream. Oh, fantasize if you choose. When I started to bring that money up in there, bam, boom. Oh, that's what you're doing, baby. Really? Then my brothers and sisters, I didn't know you can sew. I didn't know you can make. You do all that? And then, really? How much money did you make?
That's very frustrating at a time, because
let it go. Let it go. You know what you want. You know your destiny. You know what you want to do. Don't let, and listen, friends, sister, brother, mother, father, they don't get your vision. You get your vision. This is what you desire to do. And a lot of times, you know, they used to say dollar money was a root of all evil. I don't believe that. So stop. Don't. Focus to you. Educate you. Stimulate you. You. It's about you. Let's go to the next.
Yo, what's up? I hate, first and foremost, being stereotyped because of my sexuality. I also hate that I allow the aspects and abilities of my talent to overpower my will to work. I also dislike aspects of my weight, but I'm working on that. And I also dislike how I'm not, I say I'm a part of the community, but I'm not doing all the things I can be to be a part of the community.
Tell me about the sexuality thing.
Well, I came out as lesbian.
Don't let me watch chip in here. Oh, it's not a disease. Girls, you can't catch it. So stop. Yeah.
But I recently found out that I'm actually gender fluid, meaning that I'm not on a gender spectrum. I'm dual, both male and female. I have both spirits within me, and I would like to respect that. So that's why I call myself gender fluid. But
do you respect your sexuality in all frames and all walks?
I do.
Listen.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh, she's so intelligent. I mean, I just. And you got it. She totally get it.
I have nothing else that I can say.
Yeah.
Really, there's nothing else that I can say.
40 still ain't got it.
Yeah.
That's my child.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. You got it.
You look young, you look younger than 20. That's how old you were. You look much younger than 20.
God bless you. Because I can't tell you the term that I had to go through, dealing with you had to go through. You see, today you're living in another day, another day. And it's really wonderful. You know what? I'm going to tell you a brief story. One day I was at Thanksgiving, we were standing around the table, and I had to be about 19 years old, and my girlfriend was over. I had to laugh at that myself. And I was, we were at Thanksgiving table, and I was going to, this was my day to get engaged. So I went out and bought this wonderful ring, and I was going to ask her to marry me in front of my mother and my sister. So when I went down on my knee, my mother came to me and she said, "Is something wrong with your knee? Why are you on the I can't say what she said, but she said, bring yourself in here. So I had to put my little words of marriage on hold. I went in the kitchen and my mother grabbed me about my collar. She said, "Now, who you think you fooling? Where you get money to buy a damn ring for a girl? You know that ain't what you want to do. Are you trying to please me and your sisters? Take that ring. Better yet, give me that damn ring. Now go back in there and tell that girl you made a mistake. I'm not going to let you live a lie." She said, "I'm not going to let you live a lie. Not. So stop." But somebody said something to you in the street that you feel like you gotta be something that you're not? No, that's what my mom said to me. And so what I'm saying to you, it's just so wonderful to hear that today. Because a lot of people had to pretend. A whole lot of people had to pretend in that day and time. Kudos. The next. Oh, now I know you ain't sitting there. Now I know, am I boring? Let's hope not.
Yes.
You sleep?
I hate the fact that when my friends be telling me I'm outside, I open up the door and they not outside. Like, where you at? I'm not in my house. That's number two, I hate the fact that my brother was in here, because he was positive information, even though he was different than me. And I want him not be that life that he was in. It just keep coming back into me. And I would just think, why it's still there. I also hate the fact that people think that I'm not going to graduate because I'm not doing that well in school. Maybe I'm trying my hardest and I'm not communicating with the help that I need. And the fact that, I always thought when I was little, when I had a hearing disability, I thought I wasn't going to be, a different person. But then as I grew up, I was like, oh, I'm that person. Like, when I was little, I was being bullied and whatever, and then it stopped. And then I think that I had to pay for all of it and made me become the person I am.
I don't know, Joyce, do you have something you want to rebuttal back to him?
Yes. The last thing you said, that you were a person that were bullied and you overcame it, that shows you in and of itself that you can overcome everything else. There's a lot of people in our lives that influence us. And you mentioned your brother, and you said that he's not here right now. Is he no longer living?
No, he's in jail.
He's in jail. And yet, we said he was a great influence on you. So there are things that you learned from him, right, that made you stronger. And you've also learned what not to do from him as well. So he's taught you in many ways, and all those lessons that came from him are still with you and nobody can take that away from you. And yes, you're disappointed in the life that he chose. He's still your brother, you love him, he loves you, but any lessons he gave you, anything that he taught you is inside you and nobody can take that away from you. As far as school, you have to start telling yourself every day, I will graduate. And then you just go do what you need to do so that that can happen.
Question, have you ever spoke to Bishop Jordan about your needs of having a tutor? Have you spoke to Bishop Jordan or Pastor Deborah Jordan?
Yes.
And you told them about tutoring?
Yes.
And
I told my mom that too, and she recommended staying after school, which I'm doing.
Okay, do you need additional tutoring?
No, it's just one subject.
Just one subject?
Yeah.
And how is the grades at this point?
Grades going really good. Just that I have to pass the math region, which was my region. So I'm doing very good. I'm even telling my dad, and he's getting calls from the teacher saying that, oh, your son needs about 15, right? And she said I'm getting 14 out of 15, and I only just need one more point.
So he's doing what he needs to do.
Exactly.
So you know, take pride in the fact that
You graduate, man. I'm telling you, you graduate. What I want you to do for me, 1 second.
Even though I don't like the math, and I never took studying very seriously, and my dad said you have to really put in the time and the effort, and it drives me. And many people always ask me like, hey yo, you wanna go play ball? And I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go home and study. They're like what drives you? And I sat down with him. I said, my mom passed away, and she passed away in 2008, March 31st, which is next Saturday. And this month, and that's what drives me, because my test for the region is on June 1st, and I want to make her proud.
And she will be proud. Listen, I want to make her proud. Oh, my mother will be proud. Looking down on you with a big old smile saying, that's my baby. He's doing it right. And you got to believe that too. Stop doubting yourself. Stop. Okay, so we ran over time. So we're going to do an in-part situation. Byron Barnes is here. He's going to talk to you all, educate you all on how to look better. But this you can carry in your bag. They sell these at Target, Rite Aid, and this is an oil-absorbing sheet. I'll just pass this around. It's by Clean and Clear. So guys, you on a date, you meet a young lady for the first time. You don't want to be all, all sweaty. You were late, right? You were late, running up the subway steps to get to her. You can pull out your little absorbent. Or coming to my class.
Or coming to my class. And you can just press off and just totally refresh yourself, and your skin goes absolutely matte. So that's a great tool. Also, the most simplest implement, a pen. Always carry a pen. I know you guys love a phone and a text and a Twitter and all that, but if you don't have your battery and you don't have your charger and your phone is dead, you may need a pen. I always carry a pen. Always. Again, these are these individual toothbrushes that I showed you earlier, but you can also get a smaller toothbrush than this that is collapsible, that you can throw in your bag, and these come in these small travel size toothpastes as well. So again, you should have good oral hygiene, you should take good care of your nails, good care of your skin, and you should be able to enjoy fragrance. Now I'm just going to open the floor just to some questions and answers about grooming. Anybody have any questions? Yes.
For the nails, when you're trying, like when your nails are like breaking and stuff like that, because I take vitamins every day.
Yes.
But sometimes I don't get a lot of calcium,
Mhm.
and my nails get brittle. Even though my nails are fine now, but like sometimes they lack sheen, and
Yes.
they just look off. I don't know.
Because that could be, again, in your diet, so you may need to go to an endocrinologist to have an actual evaluation to see what supplement, because you may need a strong supplement, an oral supplement that may not be over the counter, that may be a prescription. But there are also nail hardeners that you can use, or strengtheners that are topical from Sally Hansen or from Opie, that you can use directly on the top of the nail to just give it greater strength or rigidity. And those are topical. They come in clear and they also come in colors as well.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
You can also rub your cuticles in olive oil.
Right.
And that'll make your nails stronger.
Anybody have any, oh yes.
Is shine preferred versus just having?
It's your own personal preference, and shine can come to you a myriad of different ways. It can come via an actual nail polish, and there's shine that is clear, tinted, glitter, frosted, or you can do a natural buff, which is your own natural nail, and use an actual buffing agent or buffing product. It's usually a cream with a buffer, and you can buff it to its, a natural luster.
About the nails?
Yes.
I think it would be good to do nails that are very, like, the colors, you say about the colors and things like that.
Yes.
Just to have a very natural manicure would be very nice.
And a manageable length too.
Yes,
and a manageable length that you guys age too.
What can you possibly do with long nails and things like, so manicure is very nice to have.
I saw, it was like a black soap that my friend had. It was
Yes.
like color black. What's the purpose of black soap?
The black soap was developed, I believe, in Africa. It's a soap that's indigenous to, I don't know what region. I don't know what the properties are, but a lot of people really do swear by it.
Yeah.
I've never really used it. Have you used it, Joyce?
I usually cleanse my face with a cream cleanser, but at the end of the work week, when I know I'm not going to be wearing makeup, after I do my cream cleanser and tone my face, before I tone it, I'll use a black soap like once a week. I don't advise it if you have very dry skin. It's not good for everybody. But for me, it just makes me feel cleaner. It just makes my face feel like it's cleaner. But my husband uses the soap. His skin is like gorgeous.
And in France, the water is very, very hard. It has a lot of minerals deposits in it, and it was really dehydrating the women's skin. So they developed this cleansing water that was infused with small oil particles that attracted dirt to it. So this is an actual makeup remover as well as facial cleanser. You don't have to rinse the face after you use it. You just leave it right on after you totally cleanse your skin. And I've been using it for like 2 weeks, and I can see the difference because I used to use like Cetaphil, which a lot of dermatologists recommend, and I could feel the textural difference in it felt like sandpaper. I could hear it when I would rub my forehead. But I've been using this, and it's been really beneficial. It's called cleansing water. This is Garnier cleansing water. But if you go online and you just put in cleansing waters, you'll see several different manufacturers at different point prices. But it's a really, really good product. No fragrance, no alcohol, won't dry your skin out, and I think it'll be a real benefit to you. Clippers? To shape up at all? No? You guys? Are there any men in the house? At the barbershop. Well, okay, make sure that they're clean. And this is for up in here. Sometimes you need to get up in here real good. You got some stray hairs. You don't want no big gray hairs hanging out. Well, Angelo may have some gray hairs in his nose, but I don't. But you may really get in there. So there's all different implements. Always, when you're in the market, just look for things that you want to try, especially if it's not too expensive. And on your daily basis, like Angelo says, you never know who's looking at you. Even if you're just going to get a quart of milk, pull yourself together. You got clothes, it takes just as much time to pull out something that's uncoordinated and something that looks great. So I will see you next week, and we'll be doing a makeover on 2 of you. two young ladies here. I'm going to do all my makeup and stuff, and I'm going to do a step-by-step, and I'm going to do a makeup chart for you. I'm going to sign it for you, and we're going to really have some fun next week.
Yes.
All right? Okay, so bring this to a close. So we're going to take this poem and we're going to do right by it, right?
Yeah.
We're going to believe it if it's not even true, until we get it there to make truth, right? Right?
Yes. Right.
And so, I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
Read the poem out loud, without me, without my commentary. Read the poem. I am me.
I am me. In all the world, there is no one else exactly like me. Everything that comes out of me is authentically me, whether they be to others or to myself. I own my fantasies, my dreams, my hopes, my fears. I own all my triumphs and successes, all my failures and mistakes, because I own all of me. I can become instantly acquainted with me. By so doing, I can love me and be friendly with me in all my parts I know. There are aspects about myself that I love me, and other aspects that I do not know. But as long as I am friendly and loving to myself, I can courageously and hopefully look for solutions to the puzzles and for ways to find out more about me. However, I look and sound, whatever I say and do, and whatever I think and feel at a given moment in time is authentically me. If later some parts of how I looked, sounded, thought, and felt turn out to be unfitting, I can discard that which is unfitting, keep the rest, and invent something new for that which I discarded. I can see, hear, feel, think, say, and do. I have the tools to survive, to be close to others, to be productive, to make sense, and order out a world of people and things outside of me. I am me, and therefore I can engineer me. I am me, and I am okay.
I am okay.
I am okay.
Thank you for your time. Hi, I'm Angelo Ellerbee, and these are my two very, very dearest friends. Outside of that, they're leading professionals in their independent industries. He is the king and the creator of the Mom's line of cosmetics. This is Byron Barnes, and this is Lady Joyce, Joyce Ann Hancock. How do I best describe Joyce Ann Hancock? A leader but a leader. That's the first thing that I should say, not a follower. Outside of that, she's a wonderful, wonderful commentator. She's an on-air personality. She does voiceovers. I brought these two together today for their expertise. I believe in them, and they have believed in me for over many, many years. I will not tell my age. Right, Bishop Jordan? I will not tell my age. I brought them together because I know their dedication to their profession. I brought them here because I know that they're dedicated individuals, and they bring their keen wisdom to the 20 youngsters that were here today. They have an understanding and an appreciation to a work ethic, and they care. That's the key thing about them and their professionalism, is that they honestly care about people, about what they do, and how they go to do what they do, and teaching and educating and stimulating young people to an awareness of an industry and of a person that they don't know much about. So this is the first week that we're starting our artist development, our classes of development. Next week, I hope that it will be more impactful. And the following week to come, this is about not just preparing them for the event on the 11th for Bishop Jordan. I think it's about life. Today was a class full of emotions. I loved it because it was a very honest class today.
And I love it because everyone got a chance to bear their feelings. Before we get to the nitty-gritty of what we're about, I need to know who I'm dealing with. And I need to know them on a one-on-one. And today, I witnessed a lot of emotion. And I witnessed a lot of reach out and touch that needed to be there with these young kids. And I hope that these classes enable them to come to me and speak to me about what is troubling them. And I think once we get over that hurdle, we can really move progressively forward to giving them a well-rounded, finished, polished product. I really, really like the energies of this class today. People were just so honest. And believe it or not, it was very emotional for me. A lot of what these young people were saying today were things that I experienced in my own life. And so sometimes I'd even teared up because it was that sensitive to me. And I think that we need to just begin to mentor more and more these young children. We need to stop them in their tracks and let them know how much we love them and how much we want the best for them. And a lot of times we as adults don't elect to tell young people the glory of what they have and the victory that they should reach. We got to begin to really reach out and touch. And we have to really be able to hug them and tell them of the importance of love and the importance of caring. It was a wonderful day today, and I think as the classes continue to go on, I get a chance to deal with them on a one-on-one basis. They have winning qualities. We just need to take time with them, and really love them, and tell them the importance of loving themselves. So here's to you, Bishop E. Bernard Jordan, Pastor Deborah Jordan. I think what you do is wonderful. I think that this program is, oh my God, such an add to your ministry. I think that this needs to go on every single Saturday. I think that this is what the young people need. They need that special attention, that special love, that special motivation. I know, Bishop Jordan, that you and Pastor give it out on Sunday, but I really would like for it to be entertained that these kids can come here every Saturday, particularly when it comes down to our summer months. Let's entertain the continuation of a program for them. I'm outie, unless Byron and Joyce and Hancock.
You said it also well.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
That's why they're my friends.